Hey, what's up guys, Radku here, back with another Yu-Gi-Oh video, and today's going to be an update to my Infernoble Knight deck. Now, as you know, the universe is very, very cruel, and I posted my Infernoble Knight deck yesterday, right before the ban list dropped. I had no idea that would happen. So, literally 2 cards out of it got hit, and that really hurt the deck, but okay, real talk, there's nothing that's going to actually be able to replace Smoke Grenade. Smoke Grenade was too good. It was part of the hand looping aspect, because the 2 things that hand looped in this deck were Aqua Dolphin and Smoke Grenade. Smoke Grenade is now gone. Aqua Dolphin is just a minor engine. I'm actually thinking about cutting Aqua Dolphin, but it doesn't really make a ton of sense right now. So yeah, so the deck is kind of nerfed now. We don't have the hand looping aspect, but I did put in a DDR just as another option to for an equip spell, which it's a very weak substitute. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into the deck. Starting things off, 3 copies of Gearfried. Again, I still play 3 copies of it. It is, really, really good. It's your boss monster of the deck, not really that you need to go into it, more of that it's just an extra extender that's really strong. But 3 copies of it is really good. It might seem like overkill, but you could put it in the side deck if you really, really wanted to, but I kind of like 3 in the main deck. I play 3 copies of Super Quantum Red Layer. It's a free special summon. There's no way around it. This card is a great starter card, and again, it's a free special summon. So 3 copies of it is definitely mandatory. I can't believe I left this out of my last profile. 3 copies of Fireflint Lady. Literally, it's another free special summon if you control any warrior monster, which the entire deck is warriors. So the thing is that, now that we have that, we don't really need to worry about a ton of stuff. So this is definitely really good. I don't know why I wasn't playing it. Then I play 3 copies of Renaud. Yeah, I think it's a Renaud. So, this is kind of a starter, but it's not really a starter. This is kind of good for recovery in the middle of your combos, but not exactly good for, instant first turn, this is your starter. Also, going back to Fireflint Lady, I do play a card in the extra deck to help supplement it, Cough Cough Linkuriboh. Not that Linkuriboh is good, but only because Linkuriboh is a good target to go into to get Fireflint Lady off the field. Then I play 3 copies of Oliver. Oliver is really good. While this card is just kind of decent. You can send 1 fire warrior monster or 1 equip from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand as a level 1 monster. Then if this card is in your graveyard, target 1 warrior monster you control. Equip this card, and then while this card is an equip card, your opponent cannot target the equip monster with card effects, which is pretty good. It gives your big monsters some nice protection. A lot of the equip spells give protection, but that really wasn't the point of playing equip spells in this deck. So the fact that your monsters can become the protection for your other monsters is really, really good. Then I play 2 copies of Ogier. While this is equipped, your monsters cannot be destroyed by card effect. You can only use the effect once per turn. If this card is normal summoned or special summoned, you can send 1 Noble Arms card or 1 Fire Warrior monster, except this card from your deck to the graveyard. So basically a Foolish Burial. Then if this card is in the graveyard, you can target 1 warrior monster you control, equip it, blah blah blah, and you already know the equip effect. So pretty good. Good as a 2 of. I wouldn't play it at 3 unless you're going for pure Infernoble Knight, which that'd be kind of weird, but 2 is definitely good. Now I play 1 copy of Infernoble Knight Astolfo. This card's kind of good as recovery. You can banish one fire monster from your hand or graveyard special summon this card from your hand. So it's good for recovery slash as an extender, because like the thing is that afterwards this card's kind of good. You can banish this card from the graveyard, special summon this banished card during your second standby phase after this card's activation. See what I mean? Like, it's good for later plays and setting up stuff for, like, the next few turns. But it's kind of dangerous to play it more than one because of how long it takes to combo off with it. I did cut out the Roland because, like, it just really isn't a mandatory card. It's a good searcher, but it's not good enough to, warrant playing it in the deck. Then I played 3 copies of Neospace Connector and 1 copy of Aqua Dolphin. This is kind of your Neospatian engine. I think, like, as the format progresses, that we're actually going to be cutting this out, because now that Smoke Grenade is gone, we don't really need Aqua Dolphin to shoot out a few cards from the opponent's hand. Even though these are, like, starter cards, like, I really don't think that this is how Infernoble Knight is going to be played now. Like, tell me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but I really don't think that Aqua Dolphin is going to be super important in the next few formats. I play 3 copies of Ash and 1 Nibiru. Definitely just generic hand traps. Nibiru is good. I play 1 copy of Mecha Phantom Beast War Bularan. I'm going to pretend I said that right. I'll explain why in a second. I play 1 copy of Rhoda, just because it searches like half the deck. 1 copy of 1-for-1 because of how many level 1 monsters you play. Fireflint Lady, you play Infernoble Knight, Renaud. There's a lot of targets for 1-for-1. And I play 1 Monster Reborn because graveyard recovery, duh. Play 3 copies of Heritage of the Chalice. This can search basically your entire deck. It can search your searcher as well as searching all your Infernoble Knight cards. So that is really good. So if you really just want an equip spell on the field, you can search your Durandal, and you have this to just supplement it. Plus it has some decent renewal where it can get back the card to your hand, which is pretty good. I played 3 copies of Durandal. This card is really good. This is the main searcher of the deck. It can search any Fire Warrior monster that's level 5 or lower. So it can search all the monsters in this section. Last time I made the mistake of reading it level 5 or higher, so I thought it could search Gearfried, but it cannot. It can only search your red layer downward. So, I mean, that's still really good. That means you can search your starter cards, since it doesn't specify. Then if it's sent to the graveyard, you can target a level 5 warrior in the graveyard, special summon it. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn, except warriors. It doesn't really matter. Whole deck's warriors. I played 1 copy Divine Sword Phoenix Blade. It's great to send off of Isolde. 1 copy of Living Fossil, because it's basically another special summon slash monster reborn in the deck. 1 copy of Autonomous Action Unit. Pay 1,500 life points, target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon that target to your side of the field and face up attack position, and equip it with this card. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. Pretty good. And then I play 1 copy of DDR. Now, this might seem weird. This deck doesn't banish a ton, but we banish enough that we can actually use this. Plus, this deck can kind of search your equip spells, so it doesn't really matter if you need it or not. Like, you don't really need to search it if you don't need it in the moment. And, like, again, there's never gonna be a real substitute for Smoke Grenade. Like, sure, we have, like, other equip spells, but none of them are ever gonna compare to how good Smoke Grenade was in this deck. Like, I literally searched the entire list of equip spells, but none of them compared, except like some that only protected during the damage step, like negated all effects during the damage step only, which is completely useless. But going into the extra deck, one copy of Infernoble Knight Churls, kind of your boss monster of the deck, plus it supplements quite a few of your plays. One copy of Captain Roland and one copy of Oliver. As I said in the last profile, most people don't play Oliver, but I kind of just wanted to put it in here because it's cool. One copy of Borreload Savage Dragon for generic negation, plus you're still able to use your Hakla Fibrax plays. One copy of Martial Metal Marcher, because it's Martial Metal Marcher. One copy of Herald of Arclight, because it sets up another disruption. One copy of Hakla Fibrax, because it's Hakla Fibrax. It gets a free special summon from the deck. It's amazing. One Nightmare Phoenix and one Nightmare Unicorn, plus one IP Masquerena for both. Definitely really, really good. Just gives some disruption during your opponent's turn. Two copies of Isolde Two Tales of the Noble Knights. This is the only pure Noble Knights card that is actually really, really good. So, yeah. This card is definitely really good for most warrior decks, but it's especially good for this one. One copy of Access Code for OTKs, one copy of Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon for the Hakla Fibrax plays, and one copy of Link Karibo. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck. So, the thing is that I didn't have Auroradon in my last profile because I didn't really need it, but now that Link Ross has been hit, we're having a bit of issues. So, like, the reason I played Mecha Phantom Beast Warbleron, pretend I said that correctly, is because of Auroradon. When Auroradon is summoned, you summon 3 tokens. You can remove 2 of those tokens to special summon a Mecha Phantom Beast from the deck. Now, O-Line was really good, but this one's kind of just mediocre. See, the thing is that if it's sent to the graveyard for a synchro summon of a machine-type monster, special summon 1 Mecha Phantom Beast token. So you can actually summon out Martial Metal Marcher with it, and then use it to get another token on the field, which you can use for current or future plays going into Herald. It's not exactly the best substitute for Link Ross, but like it's all we got, people. Like the Mecha Phantom Beast, for how much they say they have, like, it's a synchro archetype, it's just not very good. Like, these are all the Mecha Phantom Beast tuners. There are 3 of them, and one of them is banned. Like, we have Impala, which doesn't really do much. Now, we could sub this in, and it would instantly make Herald, but there's no point. Like, sure, we can do that, but, like, see, you would go into your Hakla Fibrax. This would be your main target to go to summon. You summon it out. You link it off then into Auroradon. You use Auroradon to special summon 3 tokens, but then you're kind of stuck in a ditch. So, like, there are plays, but there just aren't many plays. Like, you know what? Just shove one of these in here for no reason. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, let me know what you thought, and let me know if there's anything you would change about the deck. Would you cut out DDR? I know it's just kind of shoved in here last minute, but, like, I kind of like it. Would you cut out the Neospace engine now that the boy Smoke Grenade is hit? Yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you in the next Yu-Gi-Oh video. Peace, guys.